EA Sports coverage of the National
You can do so good when the championship hits. It's all what you got.
Up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and themselves.
And just like that.
Here's Kai Forbath.
Hey, where's that Snapchat at?
And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
7 minutes.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So they're on that play. Offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Go, get out there.
Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here we go, 46. 53. Watch the switch. Hey. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go, 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's make these better. 46. 54. 26.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Cooper was the target there. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On second down, Pollard. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Like
probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Throw me a pick.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, he's going to get this to Austin complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there.
I'm at the 11-yard on his side. Yeah, no, it's 0-0. I stopped him. It's always close to me when it's a battle, man. But shit, some way, somehow he gets the fucking W.
On first down, Pollard. And they go the wrong way.
He's ready to the ball now?
Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. It was really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. They're trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal.
Damn, I didn't even touch that.
And Forbath will put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Like running up the park.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's checking. Crash. He's crashed.
They'll run left with Pollard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 53, Mike. Who that? Go. Get out there. Mike.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's working. Hey. You ain't got nothing. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We're going to 54. Why? Because I'm about to take you once more.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to find his man.
Fuck, I needed an innocent step.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give, right side, Pollard. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 39 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Pollard, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Why did I fucking spike it?
2 times. 3 down.
On second down, Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Gun. Check 13. Check 13.
Right back to him on first down. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Touchdown, baby.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 56 yards.
Getting
And the
crazy,
Cowboys
guys.
have
Getting crazy.
retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock,
it's
so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown
What are you
there.
looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go. Get out there.
Here's Prescott.
Down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Here I come. 47.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
46, 46. 53 is the mic. Twist, hey. Watch the twist. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got him. Here we go, 47. Check. 53's Mike. Check, 53.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Here we go. Check, right 54. Right 54. Watch the pass. Here we go, 46. Under. 5-4. Mike 5-4. Gun. Mike's 54. Mike, Hey, 47. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To the air again, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's ugly defense.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Prescott now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Check right. Here we go, 47. It's time to win. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Go. Get out there. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, kill. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Well, the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Wins this one, he can make another one. You know how Julio is.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46.
Oh, why did I do
And a
that?
flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
I don't know why.
Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now a give here to Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken short. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here we go,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Go. Get out there. Get out there. Check 15. Begin.
Here's Pollard again. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 69 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating
you
for
got
a
GTA?
defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of
You need to add
yardage
me
in
as a
your
friend.
running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very
So we
happy.
could go rob some banks and shit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Our time. It's our time. Gun. Mike 55. All day, dog. Alert flare. Hey. We're going to 53.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Bang. Go. Get out there.
Now a give, right side. Pollard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that.
Hey, do you play the
exchange.
roulette?
You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range.
That Ford
The
Raptor.
other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check it back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Now Forbath for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone. Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Go.
Here's Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There you go. Right there. 54. Hey, kill. 47. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this one incomplete.
I didn't even catch
that. To hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Fuck.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
I know,
and that's
dude.
another nice job there to force it.
I didn't fucking push
They've
X.
been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Nah. Sometimes I push X with Julio and it don't even work. He fucking hits me hard.
They held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Big stop.
Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Go, get out there. They'll run forward with Pollard.
Fuck, he got him.
Not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go.
Stop, I need it right there.
The Cowboys defense is going to get
already. God damn.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. We're going to 53. Let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. All day, baby, all day. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm coming. Here we go. 46. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Come on, D. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
Yes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Fuck
down.
yeah.
Jason
God
Garrett
damn, Julio.
to reconsider the decision.
Why you playing
to
me
go
like
for
that?
it there.
God damn.
Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Check. 48's the Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 26.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 48. Gun. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And Forbath will put this one through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Prescott. Completes it to Austin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
They didn't have the right defense.
30 yards there. And of course, the first down as well.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Let's see what you got. 36, 36. Deuce. Check.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to Elliott again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Fuck yeah, man. It's fucking
so the
scary,
Cowboys
man.
in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
16 to 14.
They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Watch the safety creep.
Julio can hear you. 16-14 my way.
On first down, Pollard. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Oh, my God.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I hate when he fucking has me like this. He always has me like that. I don't know how the fuck he always gets me like that. It's fucking weird, dude.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this time he's not going anywhere.
Damn,
They'll
overtime?
get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
6 guard, check 6 guard.
They'll run with Elliott. And running room hard
Fucking
to come by
Julio,
here. He gets it
overtime.
down to the 8.
Fuck.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Shit, man.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
My bad, my bad, my bad.
And they will not get a chance to return
always,
this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
It's always fucking by 1 point. Me and Julio. God damn. I don't know. I know. My bad. Fucking piece of shit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there.
I wasn't thinking, bro. Fuck, I already can hear Julio. Oh my god. Oh my god.
One, to get yourself in position.
I already can hear Julio.
Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Fuck, man, I wasn't thinking, man.
They're already just shy of midfield.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking fall off a bridge. Fucking A-Lo, I was, fuck, man. I know, man, fuck. Everybody fucking shut up.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the
fuck, man. Good fucking
game. Set up down
shit.
The 15-yard line.
I know, man.
So going into the final
fuck,
play of this game,
here comes Julio. What?
Good game, man. They couldn't get it down.
That shit was close.
I wasn't paying attention to the time. Fucking piece of shit.